Hello beautiful people, my name is Jane and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm talking about signs that your relationship is over. I know most times it's not everybody, but I thought the normal way to do things is when you're with somebody and you no longer want to be with the person. Maybe they're not making you happy, maybe you feel like you deserve better, or for whatever reason you feel like this thing is not going to work between us. You tell the person and you part ways, right? But it turns out that a lot of people are not very forthcoming with this information. Some people are with people, they know that they don't have a future with that person. They know they're not planning a future with that person. But they will just be leading the person on, just playing some nonsense games. Now, the worst part, because some days ago I was on social media and I saw this post. This guy said something about we guys need to do better. What's this rubbish about guys disappearing and getting married over the weekend? Now, what he's talking about basically is there has been this pandemic, there's been this thing that has been happening where two people will be in a relationship, even spending time together. They might even be in the same house this during the week, and then the guy or the girl travels over the weekend, and next thing you start seeing wedding pictures. They have gotten married. Somebody that is your girlfriend or your boyfriend that you guys were together just yesterday, getting married to somebody else today or tomorrow. It's crazy. It has been happening. And when the guy posted it, a lot of people had a lot of things to say. There are people that came out, some other guys, girls, and they're like, don't judge the people that do this without knowing the reason why they do it. Because I don't know, that's them giving the impression that it's justified in a way. I don't think it's justified, but they were like, you can't be saying they did this and did that when you don't know the whole story. I don't know the whole story that you will know that will make it, that will justify it though, but I don't know. Like, if you're with somebody and you know that this thing is not going to work, there's no point leading the person on. But having said that, there are also people that know that their relationship with this person is done. It's over. There are people that even when the person tells them, I don't think I can continue with this relationship, they start begging you, they start crying, they start gaslighting, they start, making promises of things they are going to do, how they're going to make it work. And for some people, when they've already told you and you don't want to hear, you're just the one that doesn't want to hear, they'll leave you. But having said all that, I still feel like it's not justified, it's not okay to lead somebody on and let them down the worst way possible. That's not cool. So for the people that will not tell you that this is what it is, that's why I'm making this video, to share the signs, ways for you to know that this thing is no longer, things are no longer at ease. So when you see these signs, it's time for you to reevaluate your relationship. I'm not saying when you see it, run away, but when you see it, it's time to have a conversation. It's time to reevaluate things. So the first one on my list is when a person that you're dating, that you're in a relationship with, believes that they can do better than you. They tell you, they make comments, they flirt with other people, they are on dating sites, they're basically looking outside. So if you're with a person that is still looking outside, that still believes there's something for him or her outside, they believe they can do better than you, they're just using you to pass time, that relationship is over. Because the day the person sees something that resembles what they think they deserve, they might not give you a heads up before they. It's very important to note, if you're with a person that believes that they can do better than you, there's better for them out there, the relationship is not strong. Number two, you have given your all. Everything that you have to give in this life, everything you own, not property wise. I mean, you've committed to this relationship, you're into it 100%, you're giving your all, you're there when they need you, you're doing your best, but it's still not enough. The fact that you're a good person does not mean you're good for somebody. The fact that a person is good does not mean they're good for you. It's not you. If it's not you, it's not you. Even if you want to carry this world on your shoulder, it will still not be enough. It's not you, it's not you. So if you've given your all to a guy or a girl, no matter how good you think they are, no matter how much you want them, You've given your all and it's still not enough. Bros, move on. Auntie, move on. It might be the most difficult thing to do because once you see somebody, you fall in love with a person, you commit to the person, and you already see yourself spend the rest of your life with that person, it's always very difficult for you to accept that all that is not going to come true. But for you not to get disappointed the worst way possible, if you're not that for a person, if a person does not look at you like you're extraordinary, like it's not you. And if it's not you, there's no point you being there. There's no amount of shit, there's no amount of this thing that you do that will change that. I don't know whether there is, but I feel like if you're giving your all, your best to a person, instead of being a second choice or being a third choice or being somebody that they are managing, do that please. Number three, they are bringing out the worst in you. If you're with a person that brings out the worst in you, basically, things that you wouldn't do normally, you find yourself being more violent, being arrogant, being disrespectful, being being the way that you're not normally, because you know yourself. You've been with other people, you've been by yourself, you're also around other people, but there's just something about this person that brings out that monster, brings out that side of you that is not very pleasant. If the person is bringing out the worst in you, that relationship is over. It's over because they're bringing out the worst in you and you're bringing out the worst in them. Are you people going to live on your worst, or is there going to be a point where even when you have tried to work these things out, you've tried to promise yourself that you're going to do better, but just one thing, one like this, both of you just forget all the promises that you have made and go back to your old ways? It's over. Unless that's how you want to live your life. That's how you want to live your life, then fine. But if not, look for somebody better. Number four. This one should have been the first one. But like I said in the beginning, these are for people that don't tell you. But when a person says it's over, even if they don't say the word it is over, but they say come and be going, it's still the same thing. When a person tells you that they no longer want to be in this relationship, they want to take a break, they want to have some time to themselves, they want to basically telling you to give them to move away. Move away, please. Don't start saying I will change, I will do this. If that's what they wanted, if what they wanted was for you to change, was for you to be this or be that or do this, or they would have said it. That's not what they said. They said it's over. For them to get to that point where they are telling you it's abdul, there's a reason. So when they get to that point and they tell you, say okay, it was fun while it lasted. That's if you want to say all those ones. You can just say, okay, thank you for being honest with me and move on. Go. You might not be it for them, but the truth is, if you have a good heart and you know what you want and you're sure that what you want will want you, because it's not just about knowing what you want, you have to be improving yourself. You also have to make yourself that person that all you want will also want. Even if you don't have it today, it's still out there and you're going to get it eventually. But you need to be ready for it. And if this person is telling you it's not me, I'm not that person, leave them now. It's over. It's over. So somebody will not leave you and go and get married over the weekend and then come on social media and you're telling us will not be able to help you. The next one is you don't respect or regard each other. This one is very important. Even if they've not opened their mouth to tell you that it's over, if this person does not respect you, they don't feel the need to consult you or bring you into serious things that they're doing, they just keep you at arm's length. They just don't regard you. It doesn't matter whether you're there. If you're there, they'll still be flirting with other people. They'll talk to you however they want to talk to you, whether you're in private, in public. It doesn't matter. They just know that no matter what they do, you're still going to be here. If the person treats you that way, the day they fall in love or they see somebody that they do respect, that they feel the need to regard, they might disappoint you in the worst way possible. So if a person does not respect you, does not regard you, does not even see the need, does not even see you that way, like somebody important to them, it's over. Or maybe they used to, and then they stop seeing you that way. It's over. Next one is you can't talk to each other. People cannot communicate. You don't always see these things, how important it is to be able to talk to each other, because that's how you settle disputes. That's how you understand each other better. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you do better. in a relationship. So if you guys are at that point where you can no longer talk, when they are talking, it's like mosquito is singing in your ear. When they are talking, you tune them out. You're looking at them, but you're not hearing them. Their voice angers you. They so if once immediately they open their mouth, you already feel like you already know what they are going to say. So you're just waiting. You'll not even allow them to finish before you pounce on them. So if you guys cannot talk to each other, if you guys cannot settle your differences between each other by talking things out, by trying to understand each other, and every time you've tried to work on this thing, you've tried to make it better, you've tried to, but it's still not, it's over. Because if you don't talk, let's say you have a misunderstanding, you don't talk it out, you don't settle it, and somehow, maybe somehow you could just start talking to each other again without settling what it was that happened before. That thing is still there. It's still there. You might not have settled it. You might tell yourselves that you've moved on from it. He understands. He knows that I will not take it. She understands. She knows that I will not take it. She does not understand it. It's still there. And that thing that is there, the next time you have an argument, that thing will still come up. And this time is going to be worse. The next time that you talk about that thing, the next time that you have another argument and that other one comes up, it's going to be bad, it's going to be messy. So that's why it's always good to talk about these things, to resolve them, to sort them out before, because if not, you're just piling it up and it's just there. So when you guys can't talk to each other, you have arguments, you don't talk, you don't settle them, you just leave yourself building resentment for each other, and then somehow people start talking again and start acting like everything is cool, even though everything is not cool. The relationship is done, because the day is just basically you just managing each other for the present time, for the time being. The day you feel like you find somebody else that can listen to you, or has that, or that you don't have all that baggage, all that old hurt with, the day you feel like you found that person, you will leave the person that you're with. There's nothing there for you. It's just resentment and pretending like everything is okay, even though it's not okay. So when you can't talk to each other, your relationship is over. The next one is, they won't change. You know that the person that you're with, nobody is perfect. Everybody has flaws. So there will be times when they will do things that you don't like, and you tell them, I don't like this, and they're like, sorry, tomorrow they do the same thing, or they do even worse. When you talk, they're like, sorry, you too, they vex. They still keep doing the same thing. No matter how much you complain, or how long you complain, or how much you tell them that this thing is not working, this, I don't like this makes me feel this way, their comeback is just, sorry, tomorrow they do the same thing. If you're somebody like this, somebody keeps complaining about something, you just get defensive, or you say sorry just to say sorry so they can stop talking, and then you continue doing the same thing. Even if they don't tell you it's over, it's over. Because you're giving the person the impression that their feelings don't matter. How they feel about these things don't matter. You don't care about them enough to make changes. So even if they don't tell you, like, it's a big deal. When somebody complains about something, you keep doing the same thing. They complain to you, keep doing the same thing. That's not an environment a person might want to be in for the long run, depending on the kind of person you're dating, Sha. The next one is, you don't see things getting any better between you guys. Like, every relationship goes through that period where things are not so cool, things are not so nice, things are not all bubbly. They have misunderstandings, they sort it out, they move forward to something better. But if your relationship is not like that, people have misunderstandings, you don't sort it out, it doesn't get any better, and you know it's never going to get any better. If anything, it will keep getting worse. Because when you look back on your track record, from your history, from where you started, nothing is getting better. There's only one way down. It's just getting worse and worse. So it's very important. So you know within you, even though you might not want to accept, you want to say, he will change, God will change it. I'm not saying that change is not possible, but change is not just, it doesn't happen out of the blue. The person that you're talking about that wants to change has to want to change, and there has to be a reason why this person wants to change. And even if they change, there are stages to changes. The person will not just wake up one day, piam, and just will have changed. No, it doesn't happen that way. So you know that it's not going to get any better. This person is a liar. She will continue being a liar till I've told her 300 times that I hate the fact that you're not honest, and she still lies. So people are pathological liars. They can't help it. They are liars. They lie even when they don't need to. And you know that you're somebody that you don't want to be around liars. There's no way you will plan a future with that person. And you know that you lie, and every time you lie, they catch you. And you're expecting the person that has told you a million times that he does not like lies to plan a future with you. It's over. The next one is when your relationship gets abusive. Any form of abuse, it's not just physical, emotional abuse, psychological abuse, verbal abuse, any form of abuse, because the person will not just meet you today and just become abusive immediately. So people are abusers naturally. When they meet you initially, they're just pretending, waiting for you to come in before they show their true self. But once your relationship gets abusive, it's over. Unless you want to you're comfortable being in an environment like that, then, but once it gets to that point, I don't think there's a comeback from that. You're not going to be happy, you're not going to be fulfilled. The next one is, you know you deserve better. When you're with somebody, in a relationship with somebody, and the things that you're seeing, you know within you that it does not measure up. You know that you deserve better. You have worked on yourself. You have brought yourself up to the level where you should be playing on another level. And you're with somebody that is not on that frequency. If you know you deserve better, and you're with somebody, you're with the person out of pity or out of, I don't know what the word is, whatever reason that you're with that person, but you know within you that you deserve better. That relationship is not strong, and there's a very high chance that the day you see something you feel like is better, or you see something you feel like it resembles the thing that you deserve, there's a very high chance that you're going to leave this person, and you might not even give them a heads up that I'm going to. So all these things that I've said are for people that just will not be honest. I think the right way to do things is when you're with somebody, things happen, right? It's not every relationship that will end in marriage. Everybody knows that, and it's okay. But being able to give a person a heads up, first, when things happen, you try to walk through them. Try to find a solution. Try to find ways that you can move forward, and you do your best to try to make it better, because things are not, you're not supposed to just meet somebody and then it's perfect. You just fit like a jigsaw puzzle. No. There are pieces to this thing. There are stages to this thing. You're still two individuals from two different backgrounds coming together trying to make something work. So it's not just going to fit automatically. There are still going to be moments when it's like you're not really understanding something is happening and you didn't know they were going to react this way because you're used to seeing this, but then they do this, and then you're trying to understand why is it like this, and then they explain to you and you understand. It's a new thing. Now you know that when this happens, this is likely to happen. You do better. That's how you get better. But when you're with somebody and it's not like that, it doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit. No matter how hard you try to work at things, no matter how hard you try to make it better, it just doesn't get better. If that happens, tell them. Let them know. And you, when they tell you, say it's over, leave them. When they tell you it's not working, you've tried to do this, you yourself, you can see it by yourself that it's not working. You just don't want to let go. You just don't want to, maybe because you have plans or you have your own plans, you don't want to see the truth. But when you see the truth, accept it. Be that kind enough to yourself and the person that you're dealing with to accept the truth when it's staring at you in the face. It's not working, it's not working. When you know it's not working, even if you feel like this person deserves me leaving her or him, as the like playing this type of game, not telling them, and just one day they just wake up and they see that I've gotten married to somebody else. Even if you feel like they deserve it, there's this saying that what people do is their karma, how you react is yours. So don't let a person drag you to that level where you no longer know right between wrong. Even if you feel like they deserve it, you're not doing it for them, telling them that this thing is not going to work, be going. You have a choice. Whatever you choose at the end of the day is your karma. So you can do better. You're not doing it for them, you're doing it for yourself, for your own peace of mind, basically. So, having said all that, if there are other signs that your relationship is over without the person you're with saying it, if there are other signs that you know, maybe from experience or from wherever, please do want to share. Let me know in the comment section. I really want to know. And share this video with other people you feel like they should see it. And check out my channel. I have some other videos that you might like as well. please check out my other videos. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications so you get notified when I drop a new video. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.